Have you ever woken up one day and noticed something just feels different? Maybe it's not pain. There's no injury, no bruises, just a subtle sense of heaviness when you try to get up or move. The kind of change that's hard to pinpoint, but it's there, affecting your ability to do the things you used to do easily. Maybe it's reaching for your shoes or standing up from your favorite chair. These little shifts can go unnoticed until one day, you realize that the simple tasks that used to come so naturally are now becoming difficult. By then, your muscles have been silently weakening, and you may not even know it. This isn't just part of getting older, it's a condition called sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that typically occurs after the age of 50. On average, you lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year, but the alarming part is that many of the foods we consume every day might be making this process worse. Yes, the foods we think are healthy, foods that we've been told are good for us, may actually be undermining our muscle health. Today, we're going to talk about 5 surprising culprits hiding in your kitchen. These are common foods that might be quietly destroying your muscle strength after the age of 60. First section, the hidden danger of refined carbs. Let's start with breakfast. Picture yourself sitting at the kitchen table, the sun peeking through the window. You've got your morning routine down, a couple of slices of white bread toasted with butter or jam, and a cup of coffee on the side. It feels normal, comforting, even healthy. But what's happening inside your body as you eat that toast might be setting off a chain reaction. That toast made from refined flour might be causing silent damage to your muscles. White bread, pasta, pastries, and cookies, they're all staples in most households. They're quick to prepare, easy to digest, and delicious. But these refined carbs are nutritionally empty. During processing, essential vitamins, minerals, and fiber are stripped away, leaving behind nothing but starchy carbs. These carbs get converted into sugar in your bloodstream very quickly, spiking your blood sugar and triggering an insulin response. This constant roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes creates low-level systemic inflammation, which is like rust to your muscles. Over time, inflammation breaks down muscle fibers slowly but surely. Even worse, these insulin spikes can prevent your body from effectively using the protein you eat. So, even if you're consuming enough protein, your muscles aren't getting the nourishment they need. And the empty calories from refined flour aren't helping your muscles grow, they're feeding fat instead. Over time, this can lead to muscle loss, leaving you feeling weaker and more fatigued. You might notice it when carrying groceries, climbing stairs, or even when you're simply moving around more than usual. Studies show that diets high in refined carbs can increase the risk of insulin resistance, which accelerates muscle breakdown and contributes to the loss of muscle mass. This is especially concerning for older adults because weakened muscles lead to increased pressure on your joints, which can cause pain in areas like your knees and hips. So, what can you do about it? First, don't panic. You don't have to give up bread or pasta forever. Instead, make smarter choices. Swap your white bread for 100% whole grain options, like rye, oats, or sprouted grain bread. These alternatives are packed with fiber and nutrients that help stabilize blood sugar and reduce inflammation. You can also try whole wheat pasta or pasta made from lentils, chickpeas, or quinoa. Pairing your carbs with lean proteins, healthy fats, and nutrient-rich vegetables can give your muscles the support they need to thrive. Second section, the misunderstood danger of fruit juices. Next up is something many people drink every morning without thinking twice: orange juice. We've all been told that it's packed with vitamin C and good for the immune system. But behind that sweet taste, there's a hidden danger. Fruit juices, especially orange juice, are one of the most misunderstood foods in the kitchen. When juice is made, the fiber that naturally slows sugar absorption in the fruit is removed. Without fiber, the sugar in juice hits your bloodstream like a flood, causing a spike in blood sugar levels. Your body releases insulin to deal with the sugar, but this constant sugar surge leads to the same kind of inflammation that weakens your muscles over time. This isn't just a short-term problem. Chronic inflammation damages muscle tissue and reduces your ability to repair and grow muscles. Moreover, the sugar in juice, fructose, is processed mainly in the liver. If consumed in large amounts, it can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a condition where fat accumulates in the liver and increases inflammation. This inflammation doesn't just harm your liver, it can also affect your muscles, making it harder for your body to absorb and utilize nutrients that are vital for muscle repair. So, what's the alternative? Instead of drinking juice, blend whole fruits into a smoothie, preserving the fiber and adding a boost of antioxidants. If you still want a refreshing drink, try herbal teas or a glass of water with a slice of lemon. These options are much gentler on your system, hydrating and supporting your overall health. Third section, the silent muscle killer, processed meats. Let's move on to a food you might think of as a quick source of protein, processed meats. Ham, bacon, sausages, salami, cold cuts, they're convenient and easy to grab when you're short on time. But these meats, while tasty, are doing far more harm than you realize. Inside processed meats are chemical preservatives like nitrites and nitrates that keep them fresh and extend shelf life. But these chemicals can lead to oxidative stress, a condition that damages your cells and breaks down muscle tissue. The preservatives in processed meats also trigger chronic inflammation in the body, which interferes with muscle recovery and repair. On top of that, processed meats are often high and saturated in trans fats, which clog blood vessels and reduce blood flow to your muscles. Without enough oxygen and nutrients reaching your muscles, they weaken, fatigue faster, and can even shrink over time. Processed meats are also loaded with sodium, which causes dehydration by pulling water out of your body. This dehydration affects muscle function directly. When your muscles are dehydrated, they're more prone to cramping and injury. And when muscles don't contract properly, they lose their ability to function effectively, leading to weakness and fatigue. So, how can you make better choices? Start by avoiding processed meats and opting for whole food protein sources like lean chicken, turkey, or fish. These proteins contain complete amino acid profiles that nourish your muscles without the harmful additives found in processed meats. Try incorporating more fatty fish, like salmon or mackerel, into your diet, and don't forget about eggs, nature's perfect protein. Fourth section, the spinach dilemma. Now let's talk about something that seems like a healthy choice, spinach. Leafy greens are full of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, but there's one small issue. Spinach contains oxalic acid, a substance that can interfere with the absorption of calcium and magnesium. While oxalic acid isn't dangerous in small amounts, eating too much spinach can limit the amount of these important minerals your body can use to support muscle function. If your body can't absorb calcium and magnesium properly, it can affect your muscles and even contribute to the formation of kidney stones. This can cause a ripple effect, where stress on your kidneys leads to muscle weakness and difficulty moving. But don't worry, you don't need to give up spinach completely. Cooking spinach helps reduce its oxalic acid content, making the nutrients more bioavailable. You can enjoy spinach in moderation, cooked or paired with other foods rich in calcium and magnesium. Fifth section, the coffee conundrum. Finally, let's talk about coffee. We all love our daily cup of coffee. It's a comfort, a ritual, and a pick-me-up. But when consumed in excess, especially as we age, it can quietly steal your muscle strength. Caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it causes your body to lose more fluids. This dehydration can make it harder for your muscles to function properly, leading to fatigue and cramps. Moreover, caffeine raises cortisol levels in your body. Cortisol is a stress hormone that, in high levels, breaks down muscle tissue and inhibits muscle repair. Drinking too much coffee, particularly later in the day, can also interfere with your sleep, which is crucial for muscle recovery. So, what can you do? Instead of coffee, try switching to green tea or herbal teas. Green tea contains less caffeine and is full of antioxidants that support both brain and muscle health. And if you love a warm drink, herbal teas like chamomile or ginger are soothing and gentle on your system. Conclusions: a call for change. The foods we eat every day, white bread, fruit juice, processed meats, spinach, and even coffee, are often the ones we rely on for comfort or convenience. But they come with hidden costs. Each one can quietly rob us of the strength we need to stay independent and active. But here's the good news, it's not too late to change. Small adjustments to your diet can make a huge difference in your muscle health. Strength isn't just about lifting heavy weights, it's about feeding your body the right nutrients to stay strong, healthy, and independent. Share this information with someone you care about. If you've learned something new today, help others learn too. We deserve to live strong, no matter our age. And don't forget to subscribe to get more tips on how to stay healthy, strong, and independent at any age.